News tonight. FCT Minister empowers youth as part of the renewed Hope Empowerment Program. Plus, Nigerian National Volunteer Service launches blueprint in Abuja.
A very good evening and thank you very much for joining us on the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Mariam Abubakar Kana. The FCT Minister Yasam Wiki has empowered youth in the FCT with 80 vehicles of different brands with a view to strengthening his support for the FCT Renewed Hope Empowerment Program in Abuja. Onoze Yakubu reports.
The beneficiaries are drawn from the 6 area councils of the FCT. At a symbolic presentation, speakers advised the beneficiaries to maximize the opportunity provided at no cost by the FCT administration.
I have been privileged to be part of the flag of that has been happening. I want to tell you that if everybody is jubilated for the fact that infrastructure is happening in FCT, the youth are at most to be enjoyed. This is because the flag of the infrastructure, the youth are going to be employed. The youth are going to be part and parcel of the process. By so doing, we have created job opportunities for them. By so doing, we have given them an ample opportunity to do away with deviances in the community.
As National Assembly and Committee on House of Representatives, I've always tell you we are with you 100%. In anything you want us to do, we are going to do it for you.
The roads can be beautiful, the bridges can be in place, but people need to drive on them, and that is what you have done today.
FCT Minister Esan Wiki discloses that from January next year, all taxi drivers will be profiled by the security agencies, just as vehicles will be in FCT colors to enhance security.
Most of the keke, most of the motorcycles are informants. Everybody here that the beneficiary is being profiled by security. And so what are coming up from January next year, there will be nobody that will operate as a taxi driver or a bus driver without having approval from security, without security profiling you, and without going on with Abuja color. So nothing like using any vehicle on the road. No, we won't allow that.
Vehicles provided will be used as a pilot in Guzapi, Maitama, and Asokoro districts, Abuja. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Empowering our team to lead with purpose, integrity, and innovation. Together, we shape a brighter future. Against this background, in its quest to maintain excellence, the Administration and Training Directorate of the Nigerian Television Authority organized a leadership training for the senior staff cadre. Olajide Bello reports.
A leader can never be a leader if there are no.
Leadership excellence is the art of inspiring others to achieve their full potential while fostering an environment of trust, collaboration, and continuous growth. This requires a blend of vision, empathy, and resilience, enabling leaders to navigate challenges with confidence and clarity by prioritizing communication and actively listening to diverse perspectives. This gathering, therefore, is for exemplary leaders to cultivate a culture where every team member feels valued and motivated. Ultimately, leadership excellence is not just about achieving goals, but about nurturing future leaders and creating a legacy of positive impact within the organization and beyond.
Emotional intelligence is not just a soft skill. It is a practical tool that enhances our communication, strengthens our resilience, and fosters respect within our teams.
With emotional intelligence, we make better decisions. We relate better with our colleagues, and at the end of the day, the organization is better for it.
To lead effectively in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment entails vision, understanding, clarity, and agility.
Two important keys. Number one, vision. Number two, influence. Without those two things,
Forget leadership.
As the training wrapped up, participants left feeling inspired and equipped to foster deeper connections with their colleagues. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
The federal government, in a commitment to promote volunteerism and harness the nation's resources for national development, approved the National Policy on Inclusive Volunteerism on 9th of December 2020 as a policy framework for management and coordination of volunteerism in Nigeria. It was subsequently identified that for effective implementation, there is a need to develop a blueprint and coordinate database of volunteer activities of relevant stakeholders and states. Kama has the
The
details.
production of the blueprint of national policy on inclusive volunteerism consists of a clear explanation of concepts, framework, definition, principle, and action plan activities for implementation. Here comes the public launching of the Nigerian National Volunteer Service Blueprint in Abuja by the representatives of the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Emmanuel Aguchi, who launched the blueprint, saying that government will not relent in collaboration to ensure the implementation of the blueprint.
The government of Nigeria officially declared the volunteer registration portal and blueprint documents of the National Policy on Inclusive Volunteerism open to the glory of the Almighty God.
The Nigerian National Volunteer Service demonstrates the mandate and remarkable achievement on 9-point goals focused in the blueprint, which is aimed to strengthen the existing institutional framework for volunteers and stakeholders management.
Be in a regular contact with the project leaders, host organizations, and communities. Allow the volunteer manager or project coordinator in problematic or emergency cases.
I think the key element is that the unique identity has to continue to be NIN. The national identification number has to be that identifier that identifies every other person. But then when you have platforms like the Volunteer Data Bank, it then extends that to using the NIN to really show some of the activities that you're doing across board. So really congratulations to Nigeria itself, especially with the NIN deployment. You can see that we have over 100 million.
We thank God for this wonderful opportunity, having a database. It will go a long way to harness what people are doing, both even in the rural areas.
The blueprint document is expected to get to states and local government levels purposely to provide guidance and direction for effective management and coordination towards socio-economic development of the nation. They solicit strong commitment of relevant stakeholders and institutions that are required to successfully implement the blueprint across states of the Federation. Kama, NTA News.
From pregnancy, birth, to stages of growth, the essence of nutrition to the human body cannot be overemphasized, as it forms the bedrock for healthy living. This and more were part of advocacies at the National Nutrition Week 2024, with the theme, Nourishing Our Communities, Empowering Nigerians for Better Nutrition. Cecilia Julius reports.
In commemorating the National Nutrition Week 2024, women and nursing mothers of Durumi community in the FCT were sensitized on the relevance of nutrition at various stages of human development, admonishing the community on the need for personal home garden. Health experts led by Head Food and Nutrition Division, Federal Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Clementina Ebere Okoro, encourage mothers to make balanced meal a priority.
It is in the food diversification, bringing in variety of foods that helps to promote good nutrition, because no single food has all the needed nutrients. In fact, nutrition is very, very key and important to achieving all the sustainable development goals. Indeed, things are tough. If you say because things are tough, you don't eat healthy, you become sick.
and you end up visiting the hospital. But if you eat local nutritious meals that are available in our society, you are okay.
Even the locally produced food, there is a way they can prepare it, and they will have all the nutrients in it. They will have the balanced diet.
Participants present commended the team for the wealth of knowledge passed.
I learned how to breastfeed the baby, to do baby friendly from 1 month to 6 months. After 6 months, before I start giving her food.
I learned a lot how to take care of my child, how to breastfeed a child.
Creating a platform for healthcare check for participants, the need to eat right to stay healthy remains the watchword. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
The Abuja Municipal Area Council has contracted a private certified surveyor and valuer to commence digital assessment of AMAC properties across the 12 political wards. AMAC chairman represented says this will address infrastructure deficit and ensure council's budget process in the coming year. Deborah Gazaji Michael reports that this was at a media briefing at the council secretariat.
The development, which is in line with AMAC bylaw, guarantees assessment of AMAC properties in every 5 years, and this is to further address infrastructural deficit as well as ensure security of the properties. Chairman Abuja Municipal Area Council Christopher Zaka Mekalango, represented by Emmanuel Iyang, Supervisory Council of Special Duties, says the mandatory AMAC properties assessment require the public to cooperate with the leader of the team for digital assessment as contractor to carry out the exercise.
The last time this exercise took place was about 8 years ago. And the purpose of carrying out this assessment is for us to be able to know what to budget for. We want to know all the buildings as far as AMAC is concerned, both residential, commercial, and any other purposes for which those buildings are within the Abuja Municipal Area Council. The purpose for this is to also ensure that security-wise, we are able to know where buildings completed and non-completed are located.
You have the right to ask them what they have written down. You have the right to see what has been written down, what has been captured. Yes, as against your property. To be sure, assuming you are having a 2-bedroom, you have the right to find out what the field officer has written down for you. If it is a 2-bedroom and he has written 3-bedroom, it is wrong. If it is a 3-bedroom, he cannot write a 1-bedroom.
AMAC is making telephone lines available for calls to get clarity on the development. An appeal tribunal and magistrate courts will also be available for dispute resolution. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
And let's now join our foreign desk for the Globe this week. Thank you, Mariam, and welcome to the Globe this week, a foreign news segment that offers you unique perspective on some stories that made headlines. I am Sandra Akemi. The White House and Vice President Kamala Harris campaign on Wednesday continued to do cleanup from President Joe Biden's garbage comments, even as former President Donald Trump seized on it, and the controversy dominated the news cycle, distracting from Harris' closing argument. Tuesday night, Biden seemed to call Trump supporters as garbage during a campaign call hosted by the non-profit Voto Latino. His comments quickly drew fire from Republicans and came just as Harris was delivering her closing argument speech nearby on the ellipse, calling for Americans to turn the page on hateful rhetoric and division in American politics. Biden himself posted a clarification on Tuesday night, saying that his comments was about the comedian who made the joke and referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump's supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage, which he said is the only word he can think of to describe it. Meanwhile, emergency teams in southern Spain are continuing to look for those feared missing after flash flooding killed
at least 95 people in the region. Hundreds of soldiers have been deployed to Valencia, one of the worst hit areas, to help with the rescue efforts. Some places can only be reached by helicopter. And lastly, Sidia Chisongu, 28, who is documenting the scale of ongoing post-election violence that broke out last week, says the images of dead and injured people circulating online have caused her to lose sleep. Demonstrators are angry at the result of the October 9 elections that saw the long-ruling party candidate, Daniel Chapo, sweep the polls. The opposition alleges votes were rigged and election observers also noted some irregularities. That is it on the Globe this week. Do stay for the continuation of the news. I am Sandra Akeme.
It's the Glow Festival of Joy and it's raining exciting prizes. Oh, for 120 days, we take it to the max. Mind-blowing, loaded prizes. Take John, winning a tear rubber Toyota Prado by recharging up to 100,000 naira. And Sister T, winning a Cha-Cha Kia Picanto by recharging up to 50,000 naira. From the sky coming to you,
Yes, the gifts are unloading joy all over Nigeria.
From Toyota Prados to Kia Picantos, Keke Napets, generators, sewing machines, and even grinding machines. Just dial *611#, choose your prizes, recharge the value for the month, and you too can win.
Whoa, you too can win, oh!
For happenings on the sporting arena, let's join Abdullahi Ajia with Sports Brief.
Nigeria Under-20 team, the Flying Eagles, are champions of the Wafubi tournament again. The Nigerian side defeated Ghana 2-1 in the final in Lome, Togo. A brace from Beyond Limits FA hitman Parobo Arieri was enough for the Nigerian side to be crowned champions again. Both Nigeria and Ghana have qualified for the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. Stakeholders across board have congratulated the Flying Eagles for defending the Wafubi trophy. In another development, the home-based Super Eagles, also known as Chan Eagles, have resumed campaign on Wednesday in Abuja at the FIFA Goal Project. The team began their preparation for the upcoming 2025 Chan qualifiers against Ghana, scheduled for December. 35 players have been invited to the camp by coach Augustine Nekwavon ahead of the clash. Elsewhere, Tottenham Hotspur will now face Manchester United in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. Arsenal have a date with Crystal Palace. Newcastle will welcome Brentford, while Southampton have a date with Liverpool. Tottenham Hotspur defeated Manchester City 2-1 in the round preceding the quarter-final, while Arsenal humbled Preston 3-0. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Thank you very much for watching the English version of the news. Do stay tuned for the translations. Good evening.
Agbajaje wize kwenkwa we wonana iwo abedana tuko ishandaje zuma woniye wagobagnai Minister Okinzina ya Yelson Wuke woku akalafi abi ani nanu Okinzina nu amato azunsanyan gbogbo ogun nyimonyimo azanwa le shebawo beinu abeda inje onese Yakubu wagage we fiba akalaye nu bwache wonya na baige aje deshan gwamnati ya gwamnati nu bache nkwache na mwana dnailo na baige kwajege aza nla kumbe mbabugba beye bajege eyikinye kwen ko mwalo nu abyeyi babala be nu mpai ntu ndeyebo nu ayo kupiai onempie kun chwa gben nu oye ngun anyi nkola diai ba gage ba jin deyenu na bage paye kwen okonu ba ga aweche nu azabe ba kunbe tinpia nu baba jin na bage ajege de kwen ko zanzan le chowo agan ko bielo agnabado nu azad na gben mba lodnanu eyikinye ajege de kwen ko zanzan lo municipal gwamnati bibi a kinzin na ya ko ku gna gbedogun on ko ta jin gwamnati yan bayin no ye pe lelo nu a kin sapa en chede nu ayan kun mi nge baba ayan kun ko wa ayan ye pia nu gwamnati bibi nu apeje ogun awochi aba siyasa yan ko lodna gwamnati bibi yin azanu wale she bawo be na beda nye Deborah gadaji maika wa ganga azanu we be nshin pe da aputa wa ganga de jinjin ko ba majin osa nu ajinlo aisa ajiwe pe nu abejin apache ntna nko bele yin aye da de nu abeda kui nu obatun jin ba adamai amazaje ye atazun oyanya ntuko ashanzun mbwado nshanzun saizo
Mai kallo assalamu alaikum barkamu da kasancewa tare da ku sunana Shehu Abubakar da zan karanto labaran Hausa aka nake cewa assalamu alaikum. Ministan babban birnin tarayya Abuja Nelson Wike ya tallafa ma matasa da motoci guda 80 domin cika kudirin shugaban ƙasar Najeriya Bola Ahmed Tinubu na sama ma 'yan Najeriya sauki. Gwamnatin tarayya ta dukufa ka'in da na'in don ganin ta yaba ma ƙoƙarin 'yan sa-kai, don haka a ƙoƙarinta na kulawa da sabon tsarin ci gaban ƙasa da ta fito da shi tun shekara ta 2020 da ya zamanto zakaran gwajin dafi a gwamnatance. Don haka gwamnatin ta sanya shi a madubin dubawa ga masu ruwa da tsaki a harkar tsaro musamman na gwamnatocin jihohi. Ƙaramar hukumar mulki da ke tsakiyar babban birnin tarayya Abuja ta fito da wani tsari na tantance ƙaddarorin hukumar da take da mazaɓu guda 12. Shugaban ƙaramar hukumar mulkin wanda ya samu wakilci shine ya bayyana haka a lokacin da ake gudanar da taron masu ruwa da tsaki tare da bayar da tabbacin cewa wannan sabon tsari da aka fito da shi za a sanya shi a kasafin kuɗi na shekarar baɗi idan Allah ya kai mu. To duka abin da ya saura kenan a labaran namu na daidai wannan lokacin idan Allah ya kai mu gobe za ku ga mu dauke da wasu sababbin labaran ni Shehu Abubakar nake addu'a Allah ya mana arzikin mu kwana lafiya.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ ìròyìn ló ń dé sójú ìròyìn láti lè ṣe NTA Channel 5 ní Àbújá. Kúnlé Adélékè oníròyìn ní ìròyìn náà rèé. Mínísítà olú ìlú ilẹ̀ yìí ìyẹn Nyesom Wike ti rọ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ olú ìlú ilẹ̀ yìí Àbújá lágbára pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ 100 pẹ̀lú àfojúsùn láti túbọ̀ fi kún ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àgbédání ìrètí ọ̀tun ìṣèjọba ní ìlú Àbújá. Akọ̀ròyìn Onuse Yakubu tó wá bá wọn péjú síbi ayẹyẹ náà ló mú ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn náà wá. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ nínú ìlàkàkà rẹ̀ lórí fífi ara jìn sí mímú ìdàgbàsókè bá fífa ara ẹni sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú dídásí wíwá ojútùú sí àwọn ìṣòro tó kan orílẹ̀-èdè láti lè mú ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè bá orílẹ̀-èdè pẹ̀lú mímú àgbéga bá ṣíṣe àmúlò àkọọ́lẹ̀ alákàlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìlànà fífi ara ẹni jìn èyí tí wọ́n ṣe ní ọjọ́ 9 oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2020 èyí tí àjọ tó ń ṣe àkókárí ètò àti àlàkalẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà gbé kalẹ̀. Èyí fi hàn pé ó ṣe pàtàkì láàrin àwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn. Lákòótán, ìṣèjọba ìbílẹ̀ ìyẹn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ olú ìlú ilẹ̀ yìí ìyẹn Abuja tí a mọ̀ sí AMAC ti gbé àkànṣe iṣẹ́ àdáni ìwé ẹ̀rí àwọn arìnlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú mímọ òdiwọ̀n nǹkan láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ṣíṣe àyẹ̀wò ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú ìlànà ìgbàlódé àwọn ohun àlùmọ́ọ́nì àti ọrọ̀ tó wà ní jákèjádò ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ olú ìlú ilẹ̀ yìí AMAC kalẹ̀. Alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ AMAC ẹni tí wọ́n ṣojú fún ló sọ pé èyí yóò yanjú gbogbo àwọn ìṣòro àti àjálẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó wà ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà àti pé yóò lè dá sí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣúná ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà lọ́dún tó ń bọ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Deborah Gazase ló jábọ̀ ìròyìn náà. Ìròyìn wa kò ní jù báyìí lọ fún títí àṣálẹ́ òní. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Kúnlé Adélékè lóníròyìn. Ó dàárọ̀, oorun rẹ̀ lásán.